Really, I think everyone just wants to have a party. Like, let's be honest, guys. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Envy. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you're having a great day. Well, this is what it looked like right before you fall in love. Because when I showed up, you couldn't get enough of it. Well, yeah, I can't sing, but sometimes I just like random, you know, throwing some songs. Disclaimer, do not watch this if you are not comfortable with talk about blood and violence or, you know, paganism or anything like that. If you're sensitive, just don't watch my videos, okay? Thank you. And, you know, the golden rule, I know you guys all heard this. I feel like I look like I'm glitching because of a part of my hair. Another side note, I'm vast, or what people in America call ADHD or ADD. My mind is all over the place and I can't help it. It's just what happens. So if you don't like that, you know, cut to that meme where it's like that. Sorry if you hear my 4-year-old in the background. She is living her best life. About the products that I'm using, I will list them down below, so they'll be in the description box if you want to know what I'm using. Oh, the golden rule. I can't believe I fucking forgot that. Well, I know you guys all know, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. So if you can't refrain from being a negative or mean person, bye. If you can't be nice, don't comment. Your comment is going to be rude or a backhanded compliment or anything like that. Like, please just don't. Don't. Thank you. What is Valentine's Day? Why do we have this day on the calendar in February marked every year? Why is there always flowers and chocolates and letters given to people on this day? Like, why? Whose idea was it? You know? Today, the day that I'm actually filming this, is February 12th, and it is the lunar new year, so happy New Year's, guys. The Gregorian calendar, the one that we follow, the New Year starts January 1st, but the Chinese tradition is to celebrate the New Year with the new moon that is usually in Aquarius. I don't know how many days it is, but it's like a few day-long celebration that they have to celebrate the new year, and it celebrates like the coming of spring. Really, like, I think everyone just wants to have a party. Like, let's be honest, guys. In Western astrology, Valentine's Day falls in Aquarius season. Aquarius rules the 11th house, which is the house of like group activity. And if it doesn't fall in Aquarius, it would fall in Pisces, which I'm not saying that's only like what the sign is about, but Pisces, they tend to be overly like romantic, but no shade. Like, I love Pisces. I love all the signs. In truth, you're all 12 signs, so like it literally doesn't matter like what you think you are. Your sun sign is just one part of you. There's all the planets, all of their energies, and then your houses and like everything else. Like, you think, like, once you like start getting into astrology, like, you think you have something figured out, and then it's like you get hit with so much more information. The truth is, one of the oldest studies in the world. I don't claim to be a professional astrologer or an astrologer at all. I'm just interested in it. I'm self-taught. I had a reading done by a self-proclaimed professional astrologer, and she did tell me that I am a messenger for the age of Aquarius, and I've always believed that. So like, I'm psychic. Anyway, you're all 12 signs. You're not just one sign. Your sun sign is your ego. If you want me to do more videos talking about astrology, let me know in the comments down below. It just is the way it is. It's like 16 degrees where I live, and sometimes that's normal, sometimes it's not. You know, the weather's crazy here. It just does whatever it wants. But that's not on harp. I don't know. We call fashion in this weather. Well, I call it fashion, so let me live my life. Oh, Lupercalia. I know you guys probably watched The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I actually have not watched that show, but I will try because I'm currently unemployed thanks to my former employer, who fired me and everyone else that got fired for not signing an NDA when I worked there for almost a year. But like, if you want the tea on that, let me know. Like this video, I will definitely give you guys the tea on that based off of what I've learned off of my research off of the internet. Anything that has to do with media, take it with a grain of salt, because you know, all the secret projects, but that we're not gonna get into that right now. We totally can though. If you want any videos on like secret CIA projects, well, let me know, because I got a list that I'm working on. Probably shouldn't say that out loud. Like, CIA is gonna come for me. Please don't come for me. We're in a simulation, so you could literally prove anything. Your reality is created by you, so like whatever you believe, you can find proof for in this fucking computer, okay? I'm not saying believe everything you read off of the internet or believe everything that is told to you by like your teachers and whatever, whoever wants you to believe whatever. Form your own opinions, form your own thoughts, form your own ideas, form your own conclusions. Don't go crazy in it though. Like, the rabbit hole is deep. Back in ancient Rome, they were getting down on the Ides of February. They were so I'm guessing February had like 30 days back then. Maybe it didn't, and they just considered it equal to the other months and just went with February 15th. I also heard that it was because that was the day that they dedicated a temple to the god Lupercus. The planets' names now are the Roman names of the Greek gods, the Roman gods. Like Venus is Aphrodite, Mars is Aries, so on and so forth. Like you're catching my drift, okay? Lupercus is also known as Faunus, and in Greek mythology, that is the god Pan. So Mars, or Aries, had twin sons, Romulus and Remus, with a princess named Sylvia. Romulus and Remus were, their uncle was the king of like where they were born, this area where Rome is today, allegedly. Like, obviously, their father is a god, like he can't stay with them, he can't take care of them, so he has to run off to Olympus, you know? I don't know like what the gods are really, who fucking knows. He was scared that they were gonna overthrow him one day, and he ordered for them to be killed or like executed, whatever. These babies, oh my god, were sent down the river, Tiber River, or I don't know what the river's called, and a she-wolf, allegedly her name was Lupa, she found the twins and she went to go raise them. And like, there's some stories that say that Faunus or Pan helped her raise them, or like Pan could have been the wolf, or like was the wolf the she-wolf that raised them for a little, shapeshifted, but you know, I don't know how true that is. But the Latin root word Lupercalia and Lupercus is lupus, which means wolf. So they were eventually found by like a shepherd, and the shepherd took them and raised them to be adults, and then eventually their father Mars came down and told them that, you know, it's time for them to overthrow their uncle, so they did. And then they became the new leaders of the people, and so they're like, okay, like, what do we do now? And there were two hills, and Romulus was at Palatine Hill, which like at the bottom is supposed to be the cave where they would all meet for Lupercalia. Remus was at the Aventine Hill. They ended up like allegedly fighting over like where they wanted the city to be, and they were just like not getting along. Allegedly, Romulus killed Remus, okay? But he founded Rome and named the city after him, after himself. That's the story as it goes. For Lupercalia, to honor them, the descendants of Romulus and Remus would meet in this cave, and they would sacrifice a goat for fertility and for Faunus, and then They would also sacrifice a dog, being like the representation of she-wolf. They would usually use like a puppy or a small dog. It was a sacrifice for purification. And the 2 young boys from the leprosy to like symbolize Romulus and Remus, and they would put the blood of the animals on their foreheads and then wash it off with goat's milk to symbolize purification. Boys were supposed to laugh like hysterically, like it's weird. So they would literally make whips out of the skins of the goats that they just sacrificed. So then they would like go down to the city and like everyone was like naked. They would have these bloody whips of sheepskin, like these hide things, and would whip people with them. It wasn't like anything like weird, I guess. To them to be whipped was good luck and would lead to fertility, childbirth. So there were people like lining up, they're like, whip me. Not really, I don't know, I wasn't there, but allegedly. And they would usually celebrate from like the 13th through the 15th. Everybody gone wild, Rome gone wild. And they would like feast, drink wine, just like live it up, living their best life. This is also debated, but they would a jar with women's names and then like the men would draw names, or it's the other way around, I don't know. Pair them off and it would be like a courtship type thing, like you would be with the person you're paired with, and like in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina they kind of did that. Lupercalia, they were just like, gang, let's get lit. They were lost in the sauce, bro. So before you guys ask what this is, lipstick that I put into an empty wax container. Nova likes to get into my lipsticks and like push the top, so I just went ahead and put them all into these. Like I cleaned these containers out and put my lipsticks in them. So this was it used to have THC. I'm gonna use it as eyeliner because I don't have any graphic line right now, but we're just gonna go with it and let this happen. They don't like really know who a Valentine really is. There's like a bunch of people with the name Valentine. Most popular like belief of who Valentine actually was. Back in like ancient Rome was poppin'. The era of Aries, supposedly like the best army in the world at that time, and Aries is the god of war, Mars is the god of war. Emperor at the time, Claudius, allegedly he banned marriage. Also like proof that he didn't, so I don't know. Our bishop named Valentine, he believed in young love, so allegedly he was still performing marriages, and the emperor found out about it. So, and the jailer's daughter was blind. She like brought him his food and stuff. All the people that like married would like write him letters, send flowers and stuff, thank him for what he did. In the story, he ends up giving her eyesight, and they're like in love. And he still gets executed on February 14th. And I think everyone just like really just like wanted to party. It's always what this has been about. Like everyone really just like wants to go wild. Like that's what it's always been about, allegedly. I promise this will all look good when I'm done. Cut to the clip of Khloe Kardashian screaming louder. Yeah. Eventually, Lupercalia was banned. I think Pope Galasius was actually the one that banned it. Or probably pissed. They wanted to have their freaking citywide orgy. They didn't want to stop celebrating the Ides of February. You know, February is 28 days, so they had to switch it to the 14th. When Pope Galasius, because it was more of a pagan tradition, so they wanted to still celebrate, but they wanted it to be for Christianity. They tried to convert the holiday to Christianity. They're like, oh, we don't know who Valentine really is. Like we're not sure time, because it was like a popular name back then. It meant like I'll put what it meant, but that's what it meant. So there was a lot of Valentines, allegedly. That's why we celebrated Valentine's. Then as time went on, all know the Cadbury egg, Cadbury chocolate. I think it was William Cadbury, I don't know, don't quote me on that, but the Cadbury guy, he is the one that started with the chocolates in a heart-shaped box for Valentine's Day. Great marketing ploy in like the 1800s, and that's where we get that. Cupid was actually with this other girl named Psyche, and she was actually just a mortal princess. She was beautiful, stunning, wow, amazing, gorgeous. And Aphrodite didn't like that. She was the jealous type. I don't know. Venus, Aphrodite, was supposedly Cupid's mom, but Cupid is Eros, which is also like the son of chaos. She like sends Psyche on this pretty much goose hunt, has her do all these things to like prove herself. Or the things that she was supposed to do was go down to the underworld, which is like really hard. Like everyone's like struggling with going down to the underworld and coming back, even the gods. She's tasked with going down there to get Persephone's like beauty cream. She went down there and she got it. This was Aphrodite or Venus's plan all along, but Psyche's vanity got the best of her, and so she ends up putting the cream on, and the cream, like, I don't know, like sends her to the underworld or something. Some years later, Zeus, he got her back from the underworld and gave her the ambrosia of the gods. Some of that good shit, that good juice. That good juice. Why am I like this? Why? Please tell me. Please tell me why. She turned into the goddess of soul. So, you know, Aphrodite's still hating. Throw on some lashes to complete the look, like, you know, pretty much what all of these stories have in common is the theme of, in exchange for love, you have to have pain. With Brigalia, there was the whippings, and then with Psyche, she literally like lost her body. The Bishop Valentine, he was obviously like murdered. The idea and the history of it, we have to exchange pain for love, and that's just not the truth. That's not acceptable anymore. Like, I'm not saying don't celebrate Valentine's, whatever you want. I'm not telling you how to live your life, but also it's just always been associated with like a purge, like not the purge, okay, a purging of like letting go of something. And with the new moon being like right around Valentine's Day, especially this new moon, a time of a letting go of old traditions, old beliefs, old ideas, and especially with this one, an Aquarius stellium or stellium, however you fucking say it, where there's gonna be 7 planets in Aquarius right now. And that's a lot. And like, if you want me to do a video on the age of Aquarius, let me know. I've been thinking about doing that one for a long time. That was gonna be like the first one I dropped, but I know a lot of people like don't believe in the age of Aquarius, but I have my personal belief on it, and if you want to hear about that, let me know. But 7 planets in the sign Aquarius and it being a new moon, it is just tying that in, that idea of letting go of old structures and building new ones that work better for everyone, not just certain people, you know. And we're gonna see a lot of that. It's gonna continue to happen, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the age of Aquarius. Like, let's see what happens. So also another thing that happened on Valentine's Day, this was in the 1920s, I think it was 1929, is what people call the Valentine's Day Massacre in Chicago, where a lot of people think it was the work of Al Capone. I will actually link a video of one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Stephanie Harlow, but she did like a really good part series on Chicago crime in the 1920s, so I will link her video down below in the description. But I just think it's such a coincidence that this happened on Valentine's Day. There's always this like bloodlust associated with Valentine's Day. Bread is also always associated with Valentine's Day, whether it's roses, which like roses linked to Aphrodite, like supposedly they're her favorite flower, like all these connections. The dots I'm about to connect for you, it's really like nothing because I can't really like get into the whole conspiracy of Hollywood right now, but basically they have to put out albums and do certain things when they sign these contracts. I just think that it's crazy that the St. Valentine's Day Massacre happened on Valentine's Day using Machine Gun Kelly comes out with Bloody Valentine. Like, I have so many conspiracy theories for Machine Gun Kelly. It's not talking shit at all. I wouldn't say like I'm his biggest fan, but I'm definitely a fan of his. I've been to 2 concerts, and if you want a video of me talking about my imaginary connection to Machine Gun Kelly, I will do it, but let me know if you want that, because I don't know, there's just things that I don't know if I should put on the internet before I have a chance to say them in person, you know? There's just like a lot of stuff that has happened on Valentine's Day, like suicide rates go up, all kinds of rates go up, but I just wanted to make this video to remind you guys that it's not all about being with someone. You should also love yourself too. This is more of a celebration holiday. Like, they make so much money off of Valentine's. They import like over $1 billion worth of flowers to the United States. The amount of money that gets spent on Valentine's Day is ridiculous. It is just like all the other corporate holidays. Like Christmas is all about giving gifts, and I can do a video about Saturnalia if you want me to do a video about that. Some astrology tips for you guys for this new moon in Aquarius. The new moon in Aquarius, and then Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn, that is a lot of Aquarius energy. Uranus and Mars are in Taurus right now, so they're squaring the planets that are in Aquarius right now. And Mars is the planet of action. It's showing us what we need to change. So with the Lunar New Year, we are going into the year of the metal ox. 2020 was definitely a wild year. If you know me personally, this has been like a long time coming, like literally years in the making. There has been like so many things that have happened over the past couple years. I still have videos that I've made like in the past. They just know I wasn't at my best. Even now, like I know I'm not at my best, but I am working to get better every day. So a lot of the stuff that happened like was not in my control, and that was the hardest part, was like I couldn't control any of the stuff that was happening. Pluto transiting my fucking 8th house, so it's been crazy, but it's been crazy for a long time. This is not the video to like get into any of that, but if you want a video of me like going in about what has happened, my sob story, whatever, like you want some story times, I'll give them to you. I have a lot of story times about my Mars in the 3rd house, so let me know what you guys want to see. I know that this wasn't like super informative, but I have some links down below if you need any more information. It was just kind of like a brief run over the history, but also me getting ready and like doing Valentine's Day. It's not like super glamorous or hard to do or anything. Like I literally just stuck some gems on my face and eyeliner with, not even eyeliner, with fucking lipstick, but St. Valentine's feast or whatever they were having, they were feasting it up back in the day. Like, why don't we do that anymore? Like, why am I only getting a box of chocolates? I want a feast. Where is my goat sacrifice and fucking feast, okay? Where's my feast at? I'm waiting. Things I did for you guys. That I did that. I did that. You are welcome. So this is my final look. I'm probably not gonna do anything else. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, hearing some stuff about Valentine's Day and watching me get ready. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, whatever, wherever. I hope it's great. I hope you're living your best life and 2021 has been amazing for you. Happy fucking New Year. Happy New Year, guys.